Good morning, people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Touchline Facts by Shane Gooner. What you saying?
Yeah, all good, man. All good. Thanks for having me on.
The
stream got away from me a bit there, but I'm glad to be over. Glad that everybody came over to the chat. Absolute legends. Make sure you're slapping the likes up for Touchline as well, and make sure you're subbing as well, people. Come on, big up to Gooner.
There's 43 people inside. Get these likes up to 20 likes, people. Get these likes up to 20 likes. Big up to everyone, man. Yeah, it's been a long time, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Man. How are you getting on yourself?
Yeah, so it's all good, bro. Apart from United being terrible. Do you get what I'm saying? But we got rid of our manager. You know what I mean? But yeah, big up to every single one of you. Like, make sure you smash the like button, as I say, on your way in. Big up to everyone. Big up to Rob, PFC, Gooner, SE. Big up to M16. Big up to everyone in the chat, man. All that good stuff, bro. But anyways, we'll start off. We'll talk about last night. Last night, I thought that was one of the worst games of football I've ever watched in my life. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I thought it was terrible. I don't know why Arteta parked the bus second half. I don't know what he tried to do there. I think he tried to overthink it. I feel like he tried to, he thought, let me Liverpool park in the bus, so I'm going to park the bus, and then they're going to have to try and attack me. Then I can hit them on a counter attack. But it just never really worked. Do you get what I'm saying? I would have probably just carried on playing the way you were, because I think eventually you probably would have scored. But yeah, I don't know what's going on, bro. Anyways, what did you think of it? I saw that you said Arteta's a coward and stuff like that. But what did you think of it?
It was a coward's performance. He played not to lose. And as I was saying in the lead up to the game, it wasn't just about going 8 points clear. It was about beating the previous champions. It was about letting City know that even if they win, they're not going to catch us. City have smelled blood now. They look dejected after their game, and now they're looking at it going, do you know what? These guys are gonna bottle it. People talk about, of course, Liverpool didn't have a shot on target. They hit the bar. They had shots blocked. They had more possession in the second half, and they were playing with a right back, a winger, and an attacking midfielder up front. All of their attacking players were out, and they looked like the team that wanted to win. Arteta, it's this cowardly behaviour that's why we'll always finish 2 points behind, or we'll go out in the semi-final. Or, any other manager smells blood in that game. Any other manager understands, a Mourinho or someone like that back in the day, or a Ferguson, realises that this isn't just about winning this game. This is about absolutely smashing them.
Mourinho, probably, if it's a bad example, Mourinho was known for not doing that. Like, he was known for stinking parking the bus.
That's a bit of a myth to him. That's late Mourinho. Late Mourinho was like that. The early Mourinho used to go. I mean, I was talking about earlier. They beat United 3-0 that time, and they won the league. They went and absolutely pounded them, and that was a good United side when Joe Cole scored. When it mattered, he beat Arsenal several times at Highbury 3-0 or 3-1. He beat us at the time. He knew when it was important to go and take a team apart. And the whole point is that just a winning manager would have smelt blood there. A winning manager would have known that this could mean more than going 8 points clear. This is just letting Villa and City know that you may as well concentrate on something else. And he didn't do it because he's a coward. Same lineup. We all predicted the lineup. We predicted the subs. We predicted the tactics. And if we can do it, then the opposition manager can. So yeah, I'll never believe that this guy will get us over the line. Never.
You don't think you're winning the league this year?
No.
So here's a scenario. Next week they play us away from home. They've got no centre backs fit, apart from Hussanov, who's 19. They lose that game. You beat Forest. You go 9 points clear.
I don't think we'll beat Forest.
Yeah, I think you would. But okay, let's say if you do beat Forest, because the chances, like, what games have you dropped points this season? It's been the difficult game. It's been the Villas, the Liverpools.
I suppose you could look at it that way, but it's the away game. Sunderland away, we dropped points. We lost to Villa away. You know what I mean? It's the away games, and it's going to Forest. It's a Sean Dyche team.
You haven't dropped points to any bottom half team.
Sorry,
you haven't dropped points to any bottom half teams, have you?
Maybe not actually. No.
Yeah,
this is where he does it though. This is where he does it. To do that. This is when he starts to shit himself when the pressure's on. So it doesn't matter who we're playing in my eyes. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who we're playing.
But if you do win and we beat City, you go 9 points clear. If you go 9 points clear, do you think then you'll win the league? Go on to win the league from there. Even 9 points clear. Because then bear in mind, City have still got Anfield away. They've still got Tottenham away. They've still got Stamford Bridge away.
It's not even about them though. It's about him. I just know that he'll shit himself. I just know he will. It's PTSD. You can call it whatever you want. This guy will find a way to obliterate it. He's had leads like this before and he's thrown it away. And you know what?
I don't think he's had a lead like this before, though.
He's had 7 point lead and he threw it away.
Yeah, I know, but that was
later
like
than this.
that was when you played City twice. You had to play City twice. I know you still got to play them once. You had to play City twice. They beat you twice, and then you had Anfield away and stuff like that. I feel like the only difficult game. I know you got like obviously you could play a relegation side. They're fighting for their life. Do you know what I'm saying? So that can be a difficult game and stuff like that. But for like if you've got really like the big sides, you've not really got many difficult away games left. Do you know what I'm going to say? I feel like you've only got. I might have said you've only got.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then last season and the season before, he had this top 6 record where we didn't lose to the big sides. We still didn't win.
Yeah.
He'll find a way. It's what he does.
Yeah. I just don't think City are that good at the moment in time. Like if they do lose twice, they've gone 4 league games without a win. That is City cracking up. That's City doing an Arsenal and bottling it.
That's if they lose, though.
Yeah, I think they will. I think we'll beat them.
Do you think they'll lose? Do you think it's a beat?
Yeah, I think we'll beat them. Yeah, I think they've got no centre backs. I don't see how we don't beat. I can see obviously maybe they can get a draw, but I don't think if we just play football, we'll just beat them. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because I feel like they're Pep against Brighton when I was watching them they were playing so scared. Do you know what I'm saying? But they were still playing the high line, and if Brighton had a bit more quality, they would have won that game. Do you know what I'm saying? They were the first 10 minutes they went through on goal twice. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If you have a bit more quality in that. Which United do. United have Mbuemus, they have Amads, they have Brunos, they have Seskos, they have Cunhas, they have players who score goals. Do you get what I'm trying to say? If United do that, bro, he's not beating United at Old Trafford if he plays that way. And he's got Husnov and I don't even know. I can't remember. He played some academy guy at centre back. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
They called him back from loan. Yeah, they called him back.
Yes, I'm trying to say, bro, that's mad. Like, if you go 9 points clear, I think Arsenal win the league. I think they'll win it comfortably as well. I think City will end up probably plummeting. I also think Pep Guardiola's leaving in the end of the season. I think he's told his players that as well.
I don't know. I had a feeling that he was going to stay, but then when Luis Enrique not signing a contract, it makes me think that maybe he will. They'll sign a centre back for sure. They'll sign a centre back. Maybe not put in time for the United match, but they will in time for the United match.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see in it. We'll see in it with that. But I think Maresca's the City manager. I think that's why he's left Chelsea because he's going to City. Nah. He turned down 13 million from Chelsea because he knows he's going to City. I think Pep Guardiola and I don't think Enrique will go City. I don't see why he would. It wouldn't really like boost him up a bit. Do you know what I'm saying? He might win a few Premier Leagues, but I don't think it would boost up. But then again, also we have actually got you straight after that, innit?
Yeah, you have. Yeah. Away from home. Well, but you are away from home, yeah. You have indeed.
Yeah,
Maresca, look, they do like him. Yeah, someone's saying in the chat they do like Maresca. But he was pushed more than left, man. He was pushed.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like he kicked a fuss up. The one thing that they spoke about was the fact that he spoke to City twice, right? And he had to let them know. He's let Chelsea know that he spoke to City twice. And then he spoke to City twice. And then I think he obviously kicked up because Chelsea's ownership's a mess. Do you know what I'm saying? He kicked up the fuss about what they were doing and stuff like that. He said, but I feel like he knew he could get a better job in City because City is a better job than Chelsea. So he just said, like, I don't need you, you need me. Do you get what I'm saying? Type thing. And now they've obviously gone downgraded. And I feel like he probably is going to end up at City. I feel like Pep leaves the season. And I feel like you saw with Klopp. Remember when Klopp in his last couple of months when he fell off after he told his players he was leaving and stuff like that, announced he was leaving. I think that it need a bit more time, but that could be the same thing with Pep. You know, he might have told his players they're leaving and they just fall off a cliff.
Maybe, perhaps. I don't think so. I think that he'll sign a defender. I think that result has given him a boost. I think maybe if we had a won, he would have gone, fuck it. It's over. Let's just concentrate on the Champions League. But I think with that draw, he's gone, no, these can be caught. I'd say he's telling the board right now, whatever Palace want, just pay it. I'll get you that league. And if he is leaving, I think that he'd want to go out on if that is the case, then he'd want to go out winning. And I think the players would want to go out winning for him. So I look, it's more about what we're going to do, what we're going to keep giving them belief. Because every time through this guy's career, anytime we can put our foot in their neck, we slip up. And every time that happens, the opposition know. That's why United, Ferguson, Wenger used to say, if you're still it's still in the race, so it's a few points off come April, and you know it's a team you can catch, you'll catch them. And I think that's what he's going to do. He's just going to stay on our coattails and go, if we just keep in touch with them. Because if we play them, six last game, I've said that if they're 6 points behind, but they can win on goal difference, then they'll catch us because they'll beat us, and then we will slip up again because this guy will see the finish line and he'll start to stumble. He's going to shoehorn Havertz back in. He's still injuring players relentlessly, over 100 injured players since the start of last season. That's not a coincidence. He's not using players. Eze not being used. He's not using Madueke, which I've no real issue with because he's terrible, but Saka's fallen off a cliff. And he's just making the same mistakes over and over and over again. The only way that he wins it is literally like that if everyone just falls off and hands it to him. And even then he'll make a dog's dinner of it and make it harder than it is.
What about Gyökeres then? Because I think he's terrible. I think I've seen enough to know he's terrible. I think what I watched again yesterday, I didn't even know he was playing on the pitch. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Every time he's running, bro, he looks out of shape. It looks like he runs in slow-mo. Yeah, and obviously we know Arteta didn't want Gyökeres, isn't it? Do you get what I'm saying? We know he wanted Sesko. Sesko's now got his 2 goals. I think he's on 1 less than Gyökeres. But obviously Gyökeres has scored 2 pens. So yeah, like what do you make of Gyökeres? Do you think he's been good enough or?
No, he hasn't been good enough, but a huge portion of this falls on the manager and the tactics. He doesn't know how to use a forward. He never has. No forward we've had has ever scored more than 14 goals in the season under this.
No, Martinelli did.
No striker. No number 9.
Oh, striker, yeah.
Goals, under this manager ever.
What about Aubameyang?
14. No, he only came in that half season. He had already scored, I think, 14. I think when he came in that season. Now we finished that season with more goals, but he fell off a cliff. He's never done it with a striker. Jesus, Nketiah, whoever he's had. And Gyökeres, he's not getting any chances. Now, people say he's not making the right runs, but to me, he is. We've seen many clips of him making runs and Odegaard trying to find them and just not pulling the trigger and not playing him through. It's a mix of both. I never thought Gyökeres was going to be the world beater people thought he was. I thought he was the best in class of what was out there, as in for just a straight-up finisher, but he needs chances. I think if he played for Newcastle or he played for Villa especially, I think he'd have gotten a lot more goals than he's gotten now. But yeah, it's a mix of both. He was never going to smash the league up. I was on the roundabout when we signed them and they were going around the panel, and I was hearing 30 league goals this season. He's going to get 25. And when me and DJB said he'd be lucky to get 15, they all thought we were just being negative. But I said, no, he won't. Unless he's taking a bucket load of penalties, he ain't getting more than double figures, because he's not going to get the service. He can go 3-4 games without getting a shot. And what can he do if he's not getting shots? But I do agree that he's not the player people thought he was. And I never believed he was going to be. But I think a proper manager gets goals out of him. They certainly get a lot more than he's gotten.
Would you prefer Sesko now? Thinking about it.
No, not really. No, because my thing with Gyökeres was, and Eze as well, was I can't lose, because if they come in and he can't get a song out of them, it proves how shit he is as a manager, which has happened to both of them. And then if he does get sacked at the end of the season, then a new manager comes in and has someone who can score and someone who can set him up. But then if they somehow work undone, then we win a league. So I can't lose. You know what I mean? Either we win a league or we win a Champions League, or else we don't and I get rid of the manager. So I can't lose at the end of this season. So we're getting them in. A new manager can come in and go, right, I've got Eze, I've got Gyökeres, I've got Wanyeri, I've got all these guys that can create. I can make an attacking team out of this. And the change would be astronomical straight away. PSC says, would I take Emery back in a heartbeat, man? I'll take him back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I'll take Emery at United. Although I think we're going to end up with De Zerbi or Tuchel.
De Zerbi's a good manager, man.
He's a top manager, bro. He should have won yesterday as well. They were playing PSG off the park in that final. They went 2-1 up, and then all of a sudden the Marseille backline, some bozo, decides to leave Barcola well onside. Barcola 2-2, and then they missed every single penalty and lost 3-0 on pens.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? That's not his fault, bro. They bottled it. That's his players. They were playing them off the park, bro. I swear down.
Yeah.
They were watching that game. Marseille were cooking him. Against PSG, bro, this guy's got Højbjerg. He was under Mourinho at Spurs. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And they've got Vitinha in that. You know what I'm saying? They should be dominating that game, bro. Marseille were all over him. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, sure. He did it to use at Old Trafford with Brighton. Remember that game when they went 3-0 up in the first half? His tactics absolutely.
Did you at 3-0 at Emirates, man? 3-0 at Emirates.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, when we bottled the league the first time. But the one at Old Trafford, his tactics. He had the fullbacks whenever they took a goal kick, that they switched sides, and United couldn't get a handle on it. He, as a tactician, he's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sometimes for me, he overthinks it. Bigger to Gianni, and he knows Italian football, from top to bottom. And he was talking about him the other night, saying out of all the young Italian managers, he's the only one that's top tier. And he was talking about his tactics, and I'm big on tactics. And I said, yeah. I said, but does he do a bit too much? And he's insistent that he doesn't. I do think he does overthink it sometimes. He does.
I feel like every manager does that, Sandro, though. Like, I feel like Pep does that.
He just plays the same tactics. Pep does it for big games. He does it for big games. He's been.
I feel like Arteta overthought it last night, though. Arteta thought over last night. I feel like when he parked the bus second half, I think that's overthinking it, because he's thinking, I could try him on a counter attack, and it just never works.
Yeah, he just settled for the draw in my eyes. That's what he did. Just didn't want to lose. Just didn't want to lose, so he wouldn't have questions to answer. And they're the games that mess you up. They're the games that you get caught out by. Because I genuinely think if we had a won last night, I would have had a bit more chest. And that sounds odd me saying that. Then if City lose and we go 9 points, I'll never believe that this guy will get over the line until it's mathematically impossible for him to blow it. And a lot of it's got to be, it's got to be PTSD, and I'll admit that, but it's PTSD for a reason. It's PTSD for a reason because it's happened so often. And what is it? 21 trophies, I think, the last he's entered, he hasn't won. Why would I have any chest whatsoever? One single goal in our last 7 semi-final matches. When it comes to crunch time, he bottles it every single time. Every single time. And that Martinelli thing as well was a reflection on him. That Martinelli incident on the sideline, that's a reflection.
Martinelli apologised. He said he didn't know he was injured.
Yeah, I think we all knew he was injured. The second he went down, you could tell he was injured. You could tell it was serious when he went down. Everyone could.
After last night, this manager's cowardice, I realise we are not winning the UCL. If we win the league, we are winning it because everyone else is shy. F Arteta.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Big up to everyone in the chat, man. Make sure you smash the likes up, people. All that good stuff. But yeah, man, I think we'll end up with De Zerbi or Tuchel personally. For like, that'll be one of the two. Man. I don't think we'll end up with Glasner. Enrique's a dream, but I don't think you'll be Enrique. I hope it's Enrique. I wouldn't mind him. I think De Zerbi would be a great man. I think De Zerbi's big problem is he hasn't won a trophy yet, but I don't think he bottled last night. I think he absolutely went into a final against the best team in the world and said, I'm not going to park the bus. I'm going to try and play my game against them, and played them off the park. Should have won. Ultimately, the players, I feel like, bottled it at the end, and then they bottled the penalties. But like I feel like De Zerbi would do wonders with Man United. I feel like with this squad, I feel like obviously I do think we need midfielders. I think we got our midfielders sorted out. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I feel like De Zerbi with this Man United team, with our centre backs, the way our centre backs are, Lenny, Euro, Heaven, DeSandro, they're all very good on the ball, which is what he likes to do. You've got Luke Shaw if he wants to keep. I want to keep Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw's one thing. Luke Shaw, when he plays, is very good on the ball. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, So I feel like Dallo as well, Mazraoui, we've got good enough players for his system. I feel like if you get the midfielders right, then I feel like he'd do absolute wonders at United. I think he'd probably end up winning trophies as long as he doesn't overthink things.
Yeah, no, look, I think it'd be him, or I think it'd be Glasner, like you said. The only fear for you is I know they said it won't happen, but it is if Solskjaer somehow goes on and wins an FA Cup and finishes third in the league, that they go, look, we'll give
Solskjaer might not get the job. I don't think he's going to get the job. I think it's going to be Carrick.
Will Carrick take it on an interim basis, though, will he?
Yeah. He wants a job on an interim basis. They've interviewed them both. Can I just say, though, before we continue this conversation, bless up to Rob for gifting 5 memberships to the channel, bro. Big up to you, my guy. Big up to Catch got it, Warzone got it, Ryan got it, Craig got it, and Elijah got it. Big up to you, brother. Make sure you spam W Rob in the chat, man. Do you get what I'm saying? That's 25 British pounds, bro, for 5 memberships. So big up to him for doing that. Yeah, I want Lewis Hall as well as a left back. I think he's quality, bro. If you watch him, he's so good. He is so good. He could play for any team in the world, bro. I swear down. Yeah, that guy, bro, he could do the inverting thing that Arteta likes. And he could do the overlapping thing where he can cross the ball. Yeah, he's defensively very, very... I wouldn't say he's elite defensively. He's not like a lockdown left back, but he's good defensively. Do you get what I'm saying? I'd love him at United. I think United should be all over that. I think United should be getting in there now, trying to get things done. But I don't know if we could get him out of Newcastle. That's a different conversation, especially if they get Champions League and we don't, which I don't think they will. I think we'll probably more likely get Champions League than them. But yeah, I feel like Lewis Hall, bruv, that guy would be a dream signing for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Lewis Hall, Baleba, Adam Walton. Yeah, maybe one more player. Maybe an attacker or something like that. I feel like United, bro, would be. I really don't think we're that far off, you lot. I really don't. I feel like our attack's already got more. Yeah, I feel like our attack's got more individual quality. Would you agree than yours? Like in terms of,
I wanted Cunha and I wanted Mbeumo for Arsenal. They're the 2 players that I was mentioning.
And Ahmad as well. Bruno, Sesko. I'm saying these got to score goals, bro.
Yeah, Ahmad has moments. He has moments. He's kind of Mad Wakey-ish for me, where he's pretty on the eye. The end product is a bit of a letdown. I don't think he's a world beater. He's a good squad player, I suppose, if you play him properly. And again, if you had someone like De Zerbi, he's a manager. The reason I like him is he's Eddie Howe like, where he gets the best out of players, which is what you always look for. Like Lewis Hall, people thought Newcastle had overpaid for him, me included. I thought he's had a few games with Chelsea. It's a lot of money. Maybe he's turned him into a great player. There's not really a player that Eddie Howe hasn't got a song out of. And in a way, De Zebri's kind of the same. Sometimes he tries to reinvent them. all well and good. But look, he's getting a song out of Aubameyang at 36. But yeah, it'd be Wharton for me if I was United. That's who I'd be. That's the first player that they should be signing, because he is what most Arsenal fans think Zubimendi is. That's what they think Zubimendi's doing on the pitch, and he's not even getting close to him.
Oh, what? You're talking about Adam Wharton?
For me.
Bro, I said last year Adam Wharton's better than Zubimendi, yeah? And I remember people I said Adam Wharton's better than him. Zubimendi's bang overrated. Yeah, I see Arsenal fans all the time. I'm like, brother, I'm watching him and he's not that good. He's mad slow on the ball. He's not good at dribbling. Do you get what I'm saying? He's like Frankie de Jong, but worse. And he can't defend. He's getting carried by Rice. Not saying he's bad, because he's not. He's decent. Do you get what I'm saying? But, bro, Rice has been carrying that Arsenal midfield this season.
Yeah, and he's got to drop soon. He's not. People saying he's a machine, but even machines break down if you don't look after them. Rice was anonymous last night because he was wrecked. He was destroyed. We picked the same midfield and the same defense for the last, I think, 6 games. I'll have to check it, but I think it's the last 6 games over the Christmas period. And then they talk about fatigue. It's a madness. And the injuries are only going to get worse. I mean, if Rice goes down, we're done. And he will play him and Gabriel all through this Christmas period in every game apart from the Portsmouth one. And I wouldn't be surprised if he plays Gabriel against Portsmouth, because we just have no one else. Where he should just be sticking kids in and saying, look, we have enough to not have them get near our defence, just go smash them. But he won't. He'll play Gabriel, he'll play Saliba, he'll play probably Ben White, and he'll play Lewis Skelly. He'll play, and the only reason that it would be Lewis Skelly, he might have played, to be fair. But look, you know, when I look at United, for me, yeah, Wharton would be the one. I think Wharton's good on the ball. The passes he plays them forward all the time. He plays them with a bit of purpose. He pings it into the feet. And you have the players then, the Cunhas, the Mbuemos, the Brunos, who can be a bit ahead of him and take a ball with pace, no problem. I think he would change everything for you, because Ugarte is just a waste of space, man. An absolute waste of space. I don't know what he's for. I don't understand what he's for.
No. I hear it, bro. Big up touchline. Big up to BBK, bro. Big up to you, bro. Big up to everyone in the chat. Make sure you smash the like button on your way. And how many likes we want? We're on 26 likes. Get these likes to 30 likes. Make sure you subscribe to Shane Gooner as well if you haven't already. All that good stuff. We're less than 250 subs away from 3,000 subs. So make sure you hit that sub button up. Nice. Make sure you hit that like button up as well. Do you get what I'm saying? All that good stuff. And yeah, man. FA Cup weekend. Who have you got again? It's one. It's a small. Yeah, I was about to say it's a lower league club, innit? Yeah, I think you'll probably win that. I know Arteta. I see Arteta though. I see Arteta's banned the white kit. I see he's banned the white kit. Yeah.
That's the reason we've been going out of the cup.
Yeah, that's the cursed kit, innit?
Fucking hell, man. I mean, that's what you're dealing with. That's what you're dealing with. It's a kit. He is so adverse to hold himself accountable. That is the kit's fault. It was the rain's fault last night. The injuries, you can't figure them out. He says, I don't know. I've looked at everything. You haven't looked at yourself, mate. You know what I mean? But the kit, yeah, it's the kit's fault. And now it's because we got drawn against Portsmouth. You know that? If we had got drawn away to fucking Eula or to Villa or something like that, he would have kept it, right? But he's getting rid of it now because he knows what people go, you see, it was the kit all along. He's gotten past 2 third rounds since we won the cup 6 years ago.
Yeah, I know. He's got a terrible record in the FA Cup. He has actually got a terrible record. He always gets knocked out in the 3rd or 4th round. And even last season, we beat him with 10 men. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I wouldn't blame that. I wouldn't blame that game on him. I think that was more Havertz's fault. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought Havertz missed so many
he picked them.
Yeah, you're right. He signed them. Do you know what I'm saying? He signed them. Yeah, I hear that.
He signed them and kept them on the pitch. You know what I mean? It's all on him.
Yeah, no, I do hear that, man. Touchdown's favourite players, Ugarte's wank, mate. Big up to Reacts, brother. 4 points from Arsenal, champions elect. Yeah, Arsenal scary today?
I've never said they're scary, man. They're just this manager, man. This whole thing about the squad. Oh, we got the best squad. But if you don't use them, what's the point? Eze, 5 games that are getting on the pitch. Wanyeri not on the bench. You know what I mean? We can have the biggest squad in the world. Someone told me today that Norgard's had 31 minutes in the Premier League this season. What was the point? Just don't sign him.
Yeah, I never got that signing anyways. People guessed that I was always a good squad player. I was like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like you could have got a bit more quality than him. Do you know what I'm saying? And you would have been able to use it.
Just use Lewis Skelly in his natural position. That's where he plays.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Unless you put Skelly in midfield, that would have been a better decision than me than putting Zubimendi there.
Instead of Norgard.
I really don't think Zubimendi's that good. Do you know what I'm saying? Touchdown the 1958 also arranging a process against the Glazers and Ineos and no vote of confidence. Yeah, it's a new trend with our fan base now. Now Amorim's been sacked. It's Amorim didn't get backed. It's Amorim deserved more time. It's the border incompetence. The only thing that the board, that Omar Barada and Wilcox have done wrong is hiring Amarin, because he was clearly a dud. He was clearly a terrible manager. Yeah, he didn't. It wasn't that he didn't get backed, by the way, because I don't know if you've heard it, Shane, that there's a narrative that he hasn't been backed. They were going to sign Semenyo in January for him, get 60 million. Yeah, they were prepared to pay 60 million for Semenyo. Semenyo just said no. So they just said, all right, cool, we can't do anything. Then they asked for Baleba at Brighton, and Brighton said they don't want to send him in January, they send him in the summer. Do you get what I'm trying to say? They were trying to buy players for him. Yeah, they were trying to get players in for him. Yeah, the reality is he doesn't deserve the time he's got. He's been given 14 months for a guy who finished 15th with Man United and lost the Europa League final to Spurs. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He got knocked out the FA Cup by Fulham. Got knocked out the League Cup. He was in all competitions last season. Obviously, I didn't expect him to win the Premier League because he joined when he was like 20, 30 points off top. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But, like, bro, this guy inherited a Man United team that should not be finishing bottom half and should have at least probably won the Europa League, at least. Do you get what I'm saying? And he didn't. And he got more time. And even this season, bro, we should be well ahead. We should be fourth, at least fourth. I wouldn't say maybe not third, but at least fourth. Do you get what I'm trying to say? At least fourth. An extra few game decisions here, a few tweaks. It's the way we're playing, bro. We've been scamming wins, bro. Honestly, we've been scamming wins. Do you get what I'm trying to say? We've been a lot of luck has gone our side in the wins we've got, especially the Palace game. Do you get what I'm saying? They were dominating that first half. They should have been 2 or 3-0 up against us, and we scored a free kick and a banger from Xerxes in the second half because they fell off because they played the game 2 days before in the Conference League. Do you get what I'm saying? So we've been lucky this season at times. So this whole hate on Wilcox and Barada thing makes no sense to me because it's like, bro, the Glazers, obviously, I understand the Glazers should be gone. They should get the Glazers out. But in the end of the day, if you're going to give the Glazers your money, I don't understand the point of screaming Glazers out if you give Glazers your money. It doesn't make sense. I don't do it anymore. I don't scream Glazers out because I go to games, I pay my money. I paid for the shirts. It doesn't make sense to me. It's just hypocritical. If I don't like McDonald's, I'm not going to buy it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's the same. I know it's different. Obviously, football club is different. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you're attached to your football club. But that's what it is to me. You know what I mean? So, this whole hate on Barada and Wilcox makes zero sense to me. And this is probably why they didn't want to sack Amarin for too long, bro, because the fans would have done something like this. And now all of a sudden they sack Amarin, and all of a sudden their fans want to start protesting. He's won 8 games in total, the FA Cup, since he's been here. Arteta.
That's including when we won it. That's
including when he won it. I was about to say, I swear that's no way near. That's not what I think. I swear
he's won 2 since. He's won 2 since.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way he's won 8, bro, because I swear he got knocked out the third round every time, pretty much. Madueke should be starting over Saka. I thought Saka played well first half.
No, that one burst and that was it. He's broken him. Saka. Listen, people think that the grade 3 hamstring is not going to have an effect. It destroyed Michael Owen at 19. Any player that depends on a burst of pace, when you get a grade 3 hamstring, it's going to take a certain percentage away. And people are telling me, well, he's not a pacey winger. He never was. Right, but burst of pace is a lot different to a pacey winger. Robin wasn't the quickest, but he had a burst of pace.
No, Robin was rapid. No, let's agree with that. Robin was rapid.
Yeah, in his early years he was. In his early years he was, not in his Bayern years.
Saka don't have the ball manipulation to be able to skip past his player with ease. He has to have a burst of.
Yeah, but it's when he shifts inside. That's what he does best. That's what he always does. That's what Robin was able to still do. After his in the Bayern years, he wasn't. At Chelsea, he was lightning, absolutely lightning. But in the Bayern years, when he was actually at his best, funnily enough, when he just adjusted his game and he wasn't trying to do too much, and people say, "Oh, you just know that Robin's just going to cut inside and slap it." That's what he always does. He just cuts inside and slaps it, but it worked every time. And defenders, he had it about him. Saka's able to do that, but he's lost that burst of pace. And he had that one burst of pace against Liverpool last night when he cut in on the outside and he pulled it back. After that, he didn't do anything. Second half, he was dead, and for the rest of the first half, he didn't do much. This injury has really devastated him, and it's the same with Havertz, who was already terrible. That he had a grade 3 as well, and Gabriel had a grade 3, and Gabriel got injured again. Then he got rushed back 3-4 weeks early, and he's going to play him every game in January. If Gabriel makes it to the end of January, I'd be very, very surprised. I think he's going to go down again. Several of these players are going to miss World Cups because of this guy. And I mean, that was a big reason why Maresca went from Chelsea. He was going against the physios. That's come out that he was going against the physios.
Yeah, because they were telling him who to play and stuff like that. And that's what I've been said about Chelsea. That's why their owners and their directors, they've all been telling him. That's why they got Potter in, because they told Potter and Lampard not to play Mason Mount, because obviously Mason Mount weren't signing a contract. So they told that they were always trying to dictate. And I hear it, because I don't. Why is you're the manager or the head coach of the football club? You should decide who you play. Normally, you're going to be responsible if you lose.
But if the physios are telling you that so-and-so is in the red or so-and-so, you shouldn't really risk them and you're going against it. That's a different story. And that's what Arteta's doing. The managers have the
No,
final
but
say.
I'm pretty sure it was also a case of they were telling them to play academy players to keep their value up.
But the physios aren't going to be saying that to him.
No, the directors were, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but they came out that he was going against the physios.
Yeah.
He's going against the medical team. The medical team were saying Reece James is too much of a load, and he's saying no, he's fine. And several players, when they're not fully fit, he's playing them. And then players that are ready to go, he's not playing them. And this is what our manager's doing. So I'm all for managers having a lot of control. Don't get me wrong. If I'm a manager, I don't want a board member or any other member of staff telling me who I shouldn't play. But when it comes to medical reasons, then you definitely listen. If they say, with Saliba doing his fucking ankle before the Liverpool game, and he got helped off the pitch, he still started him. That sort of thing.
Yeah, no, that one I do blame Arteta. That do I blame Arteta about that game? Yeah, I do blame Arteta.
There's been several of them. There's several of them playing players when they need operations, playing players with torn hamstrings. He played Ben White on a torn hamstring in 2022. He pushed Partey back on the pitch. It's been happening for time. With this guy.
I'm going to United City, but I'm not going United Brighton. No. How long will you give Gyökeres, or are you done with him?
I'd give him till he gets a shot under a new manager. If we got a new manager, and I'd give him another half a season then under a new manager with new tactics.
No, I hear that. Get Fergie away from that club. I agree. Get Fergie away from Man United, mate.
Yeah.
Why he's speaking to Darren Fletcher? I don't know. Why Darren Fletcher's asking Fergie, whatever. Yeah, I'm sick to death of this, bruv. This guy needs to piss off, mate. Just leave us alone, mate. Whoopie-doo, you won us the league titles. You were great. You were a great manager. No one's taken that away from you. But at the end of the day, bruv, you played a part in letting City dominate because you brought the Glazers to this football club. And now, all of a sudden, Liverpool have equaled your 20 and Man City have overdone in terms of, not in terms of overall as a club, but in terms of a small period. They've overdone what we did in terms of their domination, in terms of a small period. They won 4 in a row. They've won the treble, done a domestic treble, which Fergie never did. They've got 100 points. They've done bare things we haven't done. They scored the most goals in the season. Yeah, I mean, most wins in the season. Yeah, all these things, bro. That's because he's part to play, bro. Because he wanted Moyes in as soon as because he couldn't have someone being better than him. He couldn't have someone being better than him after him. Yeah. So he had to get Moyes in. Do you know what I'm saying? He had to get someone else in. Yeah. And ultimately, he's played a part in him. He's one of the massive figureheads that's played a part in the downfall of Man United. Yes, he built us up. I don't mean he should have played it because remember we had was it McGuinness? We had the Irish guys when they were owning us, and he fell out of him over a horse. Do you get what I'm saying? And brought the Glazers to the football club. Yeah, you know I'm saying.
Yeah, so, look, I get it, but it's very hard to unceremoniously get rid of Ferguson. They keep him in the crowd or whatever, but yeah, they need to get him out of. But they need to do it with tact, man. That guy's not just your greatest manager; he's the greatest manager of all time. So he deserves a little. He got
sacked straight away. To be fair, from Ineos, they sacked him off straight away. They pay him $3 million a year. They binned him off. They said, and people were going, people are outraged about it. I said, why are we? Do you pay Wenger $3 million a year?
Wenger's nowhere near the club. Nowhere near the club.
That's what I'm saying. No one. Do you think City are going to pay Pep $3 million a year?
It was several years before Wenger went back to the Emirates. Several years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In the crowd. And you've only. I think he's only been there twice. I could be wrong on that, but I think he's only been there twice.
Well, so I was not getting on. He's saying 90 minutes of Zippy U. I don't know what the heck that is.
That's your man, Harry Semiu.
I've absolutely no idea. Who's Harry Semiu?
Oh, he's a corporate shill that works for Arsenal, a reporter that does a podcast, and he just backs up everything the manager does. You have plenty of them in your club. Every club has them. You have someone that's working for the club and puts out false media and stuff like that to make everything seem all right when it's not.
All right, was goosed at 54 minutes last night.
Yeah, he was done.
Domestic quad charity shield as well. Yeah, but no one cares about the charity shield. You just named it in charity shield, mate. Do you get what I'm saying? No one really cares about that. But as I say, yeah, bro, like Fergie played a part in letting that happen, really. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I say this all the time, bro. You know, like, bro, we shouldn't be anywhere near the football club. Do you get what I'm saying? Just watch the football club. Cool, you can watch the game. No one says you can't watch games, bro, but you shouldn't be anywhere near decisions regarding this football club. Because bearing in mind, by the way, when he was running the football club, it's completely different now. Do you get completely different now? Do you get what I'm saying? Football clubs, as I say, they're run by CEOs, they're run by DOFs, they're run by sporting directors. Back in the day, they were run by managers. Do you get what I'm saying? The manager was the one who decided a lot of things. Nowadays, it's not. Do you get what I'm saying? It's the other things. It's the coach, it's the head coach. Then it's the other people that bring in the head coach. The coach gets to coach the players. They sign the players. Managers don't get that power anymore unless you're. And even then, when they do get the power, like Klopp got that power in his last years at Liverpool. And he was doing things like keeping Milner for an extra year, keeping Henderson for an extra year. Do you get what I'm saying? Managers shouldn't get power at football clubs. Do you know what I'm saying? Unless they're Pep Guardiola level. And even then, he hasn't got that much power at City in terms of who they sign and stuff like that. Bro, do you think he said, "Oh, do you know what? I really want Semenyo"? No, it was probably the DOF who said that. Probably the COF.
I think with him it's different. I think with him it's different. I think with Pep he wouldn't have someone overruling him. I think he's too big. I think he's too big not to. And I think there is certain managers that do, certain clubs that still run it that way. And I think a manager should have the say on transfers. I don't think he should have the whole.
No, but you say that.
Who I want.
But you say that we gave Ten Hag the say on transfers, bro, and he completely.
No. You see, the point I'm going to get to is when they earn it. When they earn responsibility.
Yeah, but they have to prove they can actually identify. Mourinho proved over years he could identify players, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? That's one thing he was very good at. He wanted Drogba when he was at Marseille. He could identify players that he would bring in. Bro, Ten Hag came in, bro, and he was buying players through his own agency so he could get backhand payments from his agent. Do you get what I'm going to say?
Anthony and all, man, ridiculous.
Yeah, Højlund, but we paid 70 million for Højlund.
If a new manager comes in, I wouldn't be giving him free reign like that.
Højlund, Atalanta wanted 30 million for Højlund, yeah? We paid 70 million for him as soon as he joined Ten Hag's agency, an extra 40 million. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he probably got a back end about 3-4 million for that. Do you know what I'm saying? He was extorting money out of the club because that's what happens when you give managers power. They start buying players they shouldn't buy. That's why I prefer the way we're run right now. I do think we need a better coach. I say if I get De Zerbi, if I get a Tuchel, if I get an Enrique, I think United will then be able to just go up levels. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like we're a few midfielders away from having a proper team. But yeah, you're right. Fergie is a Glazer simp, bro. That's what he is. He's a Glazer simp nowadays. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He was a Glazer simp when he was a manager, bro. There's no value in the market and so all that stuff. That's what Wenger used to say, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's what Wenger used to say. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Wenger used to love
Fergie. No, listen, I have a lot of respect for that guy, man. A lot of respect for Ferguson. I think
I have respect for him as well, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, bro, the guy brought the Glazers to the football club, and he's a Glazer simp. Do you know what I'm just saying? At the end of the day, yeah, for me, he should have no say in what goes on with Man United anymore in terms of managers.
He is having a say, though, is he? Because I just thought he was just
he doesn't have a say anymore. But I know he spoke to Darren Fletcher, and it just wound me up. I just found out that he speaks to Darren Fletcher. I'm like, why would you even speak to Fergie, bro? Like, what's the need? Do you know what I'm saying? Did you ask him if you could make subs at half time or something? Like, it's just a stupid point. Do you consider Eze a flop?
No. None of this is on him. The guy scored a hat-trick against Tottenham and got dropped. You know what I mean? He can't. He's been played out of position most of the time. No, not at all. Not at all. If he goes on to not play again, he's a flop in terms of he hasn't broken into the team, but he was never going to. He was never going to. It's why all these top gooners came out with heat maps and before the season, oh, he's a left winger. He's not a left winger. You just know that's where he's going to play him because he won't drop Odegaard. It's just like Wanyeri, just like all these guys that come in when Arteta's backs to the wall and he has no players left and they do well. He just tosses them to the side then for his favourites. I mean, how is Odegaard playing ahead of this guy? You know what I mean? It's a madness. But he will lose his World Cup spot. He will, either through injury or through just not getting his game. And rightly so. But it's not his fault. I'd say he's regretting the move. Oh, it broke my heart at the time. But I was saying if he wants to go to that World Cup in the summer, I was saying he should go to Tottenham. As awful as that is, he should go to somewhere where they'll build the team around him. And he ain't going to get a team built around him at Arsenal. Never was going to. He was never. That's what I told people. You're not getting the Crystal Palace essay. You're getting the Mikel Arteta essay. It's a big difference. Big difference.
Eze will lose his World Cup swap. Sesko's more open plays than Gyökeres, but they'll call Sesko flop, but Gyökeres doesn't get service. Funny enough, Sesko wasn't getting... Yeah, that's right. Sesko was averaging 2.7 shots a game under Amarin. Then in the first game under Fletcher, I got 7 shots on target.
Yeah, and his finishes were nice finishes as well. From him.
That second goal was really good.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, I'm saying. I think if Sesko was an Arsenal team, I think he'd have about 8 to 10 league goals by now. Because I just think he's good in the air, innit? You just cross the ball to him.
Yeah, there is that, but he just wanted him because he can drop deep and things like. He just wanted a Havertz regen. That's all he wanted, and someone that he can drop.
Yeah, someone he can. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Someone he can drop and he can play Havertz. He can play Jesus. Jesus has been playing well though when he's come back for his injury.
He was terrible last night. He scored that one goal. Jesus is never going to be it. He's never. You don't win leagues with a Jesus up front for the whole season. You just don't. He's got tricks. He's got little bits. He looks pretty on the eye, and he scored the odd goal now and then, but. To depend on him, play him for 90 minutes and watch him, and you'll see the real Jesus.
No, I hear that. Mystic Mellow, Arsenal from the league to the real dogs of England, Man City. as a agent ruined his career. Can't think of a worse manager to play for. Where else would he have gone though? It was Arsenal or Tottenham, bro. He ain't going to go to Tottenham. That would have been even worse for him. Do you get what I'm saying? Because
I
they're
don't think
Thomas
so.
Frank manager. I think it
Yeah,
would have been. They're awful, bro. They're playing even worse.
But they're awful. But for him, he wouldn't have won anything, but he would have definitely played every game. You know what I mean?
You're probably right. But I feel like that. I feel like even though he's football, I always thought that Arteta's football wouldn't suit him. Do you get what I'm saying? But
yeah, no, I knew it wouldn't. Same at Yokeres, I knew it wouldn't.
The football they're playing Tottenham right now is terrible, bro. They're probably the worst footballing team in the league. You know what I'm saying? They're up there with Wolves, bro. The football they're playing, bro. It's terrible. If you watch Spurs every week, honestly.
Oh, they're awful. Yeah.
Yeah, they're awful to watch. Do you know what I'm saying? They just don't attack at all. They sit back. They park the bus. Yeah, man. Arsenal win the league this season. City transition ain't ready yet. Are you a City fan, Mo Fat? Because he said earlier that they were. I think he's a City fan. I think he's a City fan. Yeah, I agree, man. I think Arsenal win the league. I'll be honest. I think I still stand on that. Do you know what I'm saying? Purely because I just City have just gone 3 games without a win. I think they aren't going to beat us. I think you'll beat Forest. I think we might get a result with the Emirates. To be fair, I think that's definitely a possibility. But it's a case of I just don't think City are going to. For City to win the league, I feel like if you go 9 points clear, City will have to win. What, it'd be like 16, 17 games left. They'd have to win almost every game over the last 17 games. And they've got Stamford Bridge away. They've got Anfield away. They've got Tottenham away. They've got no centre backs. They've still got like, and there'll be a game. You know, there's always a game where you play like an Everton at home and you just don't win. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they play really well when they grind out a 0-0 win, a 0-0 draw, or 1-1 draw, or something like that. Do you get what I'm saying? You just have those games. I feel like Arsenal would have to monumentally cock up if they go 9 points clear and not win. They'd have to drop something like 20 to 25 points in the last 17 games, which I don't see you doing because I know you said that earlier, like you usually it's the big teams you do well against, but you've got none of the big teams left to play. I know the small teams are saying the one you struggle with, but this season, the bottom half table teams, you've beaten every single one you've played, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, when there's not as much pressure on, though, you see. It's the pressure. You have to add it in with this guy. And I think City are well capable of going off on a 7, 8, 9, 10 game winning streak. I think they'll definitely sign probably Gahey, most probably. And I wouldn't be surprised if they sign 2 centre-backs. I wouldn't put it past them to sign 2. I think they can recall a Kanji. I don't know why they haven't. There must be something in the contract that they can't recall him. Which makes me think that they're definitely signing someone if that isn't in the contract and they haven't recalled them. But I think that, look, it's more about us giving them hope. And if they go, you can say, oh, you want that Hughes will beat them, but, you know, I think they'll beat Hughes. I just think they'll go there. They'll have a bit of hope now. Maybe they won't. If they lose and we win, I might feel different. Who knows? You don't know until it happens. You don't know until it happens.
Well, I think it's more of a chance of them losing. I think even this City fans are saying he thinks they're getting nothing at Old Trafford and Anfield. Like, I think there's more of a chance of them not winning it at Old Trafford. Generally, because we're going to have a new manager for that game. Do you get what I'm saying? Whether it's Ollie or Carrick, so the atmosphere is going to be mad.
Beat Burnley with the new manager.
No, but we were all over him. Like, we were all over Burnley. And also that was on the Fletcher. I'm talking about with Carrick or Ollie. Old Trafford, home ground. We were actually all over Burnley. Like, we had a goal disallowed that should never been disallowed. We hit the bar twice. The keeper made 3 or 4 good saves. We had 2 goal line clearances as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So another day we put 4 or 5 past them, and they scored a jammy ass goal as well. That was an own goal. It was terrible, and they scored another goal, which was a worldie. So another day they don't. Nice, another day they don't win that game, innit? Yeah, I'm saying. I think up against no centre backs, and also Burnley part of the bus. City are going to try and play against you. If you get with Mbeumo and Ahmad and that and behind, United could punish City. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I agree. I think United will beat City. I think unless obviously they could sign a centre back in between that time, but you saw about Mark Gahey, whether Palace sell or not, I don't know. But when we played him last time, bro, he had a stinker against us, bro. In that 2-1 game, we beat him. He had an absolute terrible game.
Very rare.
He was all over the place. Yeah, he's a very good player, to be fair. I know you're looking at him as well. I think that's a case, though, of you wanting to stop other teams getting him. So you just want to get him. Just stop other teams getting him.
Yeah, these Arsenal rumours, whenever we're not going to sign anyone, you can be sure there's plenty of rumours. They release rumours to keep the fans happy. And then when the transfer window slams shut, they go, oh, well, they've all had the dopamine from us looking at Rodrigo's and all these guys. I don't think Arsenal will sign anyone. And I don't think they should. I think it'd be irresponsible to sign more players. He's been given the best squad in the world, apparently. I think it'd be irresponsible to sign more players because then when everybody's fit, if they ever get fit, then you just have a load of players on a bucket ton of wages that aren't even getting near the squad. You know what I mean? I think it'll just be Nwaneri going out on loan. I think it'll be the only thing we'll do. I think that'll be the only business we'll do this this January. And a couple of young players. I think we're getting a striker off Blackburn, and we'll get a couple of sort of prospects, I imagine. But I can't see us making a big signing at all in January. What about you lot? Are you looking at anyone?
We were looking at Baleba and Semenyo. Obviously, Semenyo's gone to City, and Baleba they don't want to sell till the summer. So unless Baleba does something like kick up a fuss, like Trossard did when you signed him, yeah, I don't see that happening. And Baleba's down tools at Brighton, like bro, he's balling out at the AFCON. Yeah, he's absolutely getting man match performances and stuff like that. And then he's going to Brighton. He's getting subbed off at half time because he's just mentally checked out at Brighton. He doesn't want to be there. He just doesn't want to be there. He just doesn't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if we go and get Baleba in the summer, but I would love him now. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like we need someone in the midfield with a bit of legs. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And he's got legs and he's decent on the ball as well. So yeah, I wouldn't mind signing him now, to be honest with you. You could play, especially Casemiro looks tanked, bro. Looks tanked. Do you get what I'm saying? Too much for guys like 34, bro, playing too much football. And then Ugate's trash. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, for me, I feel like we definitely need someone with a bit of legs. I don't think we will unless it's Baleba. I feel like the way Barada operated at City was they never panic buy, and I agree with that, by the way, because City panic bought last January. They spent 200 million last January. Now they're trying to get rid of all those players other than Husanov. Do you know what I'm saying? Gonzalez was terrible first time he come there. First 3 months.
This season,
he's been decent this season. Marmoush they're trying to get rid of and loan out. Husanov's a young centre back. They're not really playing him, and Vitor Reis they already sent out on loan. Do you get what I'm saying? So they panic bought last January, and then now they're not really doing well. Do you get what I'm saying with the signings they got? Yeah, I mean they had to spend another 300 million in the summer. So yeah, I agree with not panic buying. But if we could get Baleba in Jan, I'd get it. If you have to pay an extra 10, 15 million, I'd do it. But I wouldn't pay an extra 60 million for him or something like that. I'd just say, look, we'll pay 90 million or whatever for him if we have to. Do you know what I'm saying? He clearly doesn't want to be there. Adam Wharton is a sick player. Do you know what I'm saying? But Adam Wharton, you're not getting out of Palace this season. I think Adam Wharton leaves in the summer.
Yeah.
Especially because he's not kicking up a fuss. Like he's balling out of Palace. Every time I watch him, bro, he's playing sick.
Yeah, brilliant every time. Yeah,
every time I watch him. Yeah, I think Arsenal should be all over Adam Wharton, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not. He's Zubimendi's his boy. He's wanted him for 2 or 3 years. He'll play him until he's gone. That's what he does. The same with Odegaard. He's one of those players that people talk about the competition in our squad. Oh, there's competition in every position. There's only competition for the left wing. Every other position is nailed down. When Havertz is fit, he starts. When Saka's fit, he starts. Odegaard, Royce, Zubimendi, Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Roya, all start when they're fit, or even half fit. They start. The only way we get rotation is when someone's injured or it's a League Cup game or something like that. That's it. There's no competition because no matter how bad Odegaard plays, he's starting. No matter how bad Zubimendi plays, he's starting. The same for all of them, and that's a dangerous mix to have if you're trying to attack on all fronts. And then Marmoush, are they really trying to loan Marmoush out? Was he that?
Yeah, they want to loan him out or something like that. I think Spurs have been linked. I think he's a Villa player. I think he'd do well at Villa if he went to Villa. That's an Unai Emery forward the way they play. Do you get what I'm saying? Because he can play across the front three.
Yeah,
he'd be a good super sub and stuff like that. What do you think of Elliot Anderson?
I think he's good. I don't think he's as good as Wharton, but I think he's good.
Yeah, he's not as good as Wharton. No, I don't think any of them are good as Wharton. Do you get what I'm saying? I think the only one that could chat to Wharton is Mainu, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not been playing. Luckily, we've got him. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Elliot Anderson and that he's a good player. I quite like him. I think I think people. He's not as good as Rice in it, but like people look down on the powerful midfielders. Do you get what I'm saying? Midfielders that can actually, you know, especially in the English game. Do you get what I'm saying? You want someone that could stick it on the opposition. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if you put Elliot Anderson up against Odegaard goes shy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Odegaard can't deal with the physicality of players.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If he gets a kick, it's over. He's out of the game then. Any sort of just leave something on him and he's out of the game. As we saw against Villa, as we've seen numerous times. It just gets sort of swept under the carpet though. You know, if Eze makes a mistake, they don't stop going on about it. And it's the PR machine. But yeah, with Anderson, I think he's good. Can he be the next big thing? I don't know, but definitely with Wharton, man. I don't know why. I think Liverpool might challenge us for him now in the summer. I think they'll be in for him as well. I think even City might have a look. You never know.
I think City are looking at Anderson, innit? I don't know if they'll get him or not. Yeah, they do want 120 for him in January, but it'll be lowered in the summer. They probably got knowing them, they probably got a release clause, a secret release clause, because they had that with Gibbs White.
Yeah.
So well, I guess we'll see, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I guess we'll see. But yeah, man. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, no, no. All good, all good. Looking forward to the FA Cup at the weekend, and then obviously the Forest game, and then we have Chelsea as well in the League Cup. So it's all sort of piling in now. If he can get through January, I still think January is going to find them out. But if he can get through January, then we have a look at February. There's not getting carried away. We have to be, for me, we have to be double figures ahead come April to win it. That's the way I see it with this guy. If we're double figures ahead in the league, then
Other than that, you'll think he'll bottle it.
Anything less, I think he'll find a way to slip up.
Which club's in bigger trouble? Chelsea, United. Chelsea.
I think Chelsea. Yeah, I think
Chelsea.
Just the way they've been.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Man United are not that far off. I really don't. I think we've got the people in place. I think we should do coaching.
If United can get the ability, I think they'd be more likely to stick with it. Where Chelsea will find a way to stick a pole on the spokes when everything's going fine.
Or Chelsea would do what they did last year: get fourth, win 2 trophies, think let's kick on now, and go out and buy Garnachos and Gittins and kids from Epstein's Island and all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? That's what they'll do. They won't. Whereas United, we're already looking at even if we don't get him, we're looking at the Andersons, the Semenus, the Whartons and stuff like that. We're linked with all these players. Whether we get them, and we'll get Baleba. I don't know if we'll get Wharton and Anderson. Do you get what I'm saying? But that's what. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So the United win cups as well. We get to finals. We got to a final last season, finished 15th. The season for that we won a trophy. The season for that we won a trophy, got to 2 finals. You know what I'm saying? So we win cups as well. But Chelsea winning cups though is a bit of a myth. Yeah, because they've not won a domestic trophy in 8 years, bro, since 2018.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
they lost 2 finals to Liverpool a couple of years ago.
FA Cup wins, Leeds United 3rd, Bournemouth 4th, Portsmouth 5th. Oh, this is for Arteta, isn't it?
Yeah. That's when he's gone out. Yeah.
Man City semi. That was 1920. That wasn't 2021. That was 1920 when you won it.
Yeah, 1920.
Did he beat Newcastle in the 3rd round?
Oh, this is FA Cup wins. Okay, yeah, and I'm not sure where he's going with that because we've lost the wins. I get you. Sorry, the wins. Yeah. Yeah, so he that's the time he got to the final, and then
I remember he lost to City. I remember that one, the treble season, innit? Yeah. I didn't like that when he lost that because for me it's like you lost that and it sort of gave us when you lost that game into City in the FA Cup. I don't know. I thought around I was like that mentally. If you had beaten City, you'd have more confidence because you were like, oh, we can beat them now. We can go toe for them, and you didn't do that. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, they did beat a type PSG, but anyways. Yeah, man. Stay there, people, because we're gonna set a redirect up to someone. But make sure you subscribe to Shane Gooner, bro. Shout your channel out, bro. What you got coming up?
Yeah, obviously we'll be back tonight at 7:00 for new show, the last Irish Supper, and then back tomorrow morning for the full Irish. I'll be in and around. I'm always stream every morning, so you know where to find me. 10:30 every morning. But big up to Touchside for having me on and the legendary chat. Fair play to you all, man.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up. We're gonna redirect over to Never a Foul. Make sure you're in with Touchline Raid. Big up to Jonathan, big up to Rob for gifting 5 memberships as well, and a member for 4 months. Big up to you, my geezer. All that good stuff. Yeah, big up to Rob, big up to Mello, big up to the Assemble, Jonathan, Twisted, Low Fat, Mo Fat, SSB, all that good stuff. Lion Point, everyone in the chat, liked, comment, and subscribed, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, bless up. Make sure it Never a Foul with Touchline Raid. People, peace.